How's it going, guys? Jacob Dupre here at Kraft Music, and I've got the Studiologic SL88 GT MIDI controller. Let's check it out. Something you notice right away when you look at this controller is how simple it is, right? There's not a lot going on the surface, but it's not a negative. It's simple for a reason. It's because this MIDI controller has a lot of power without a very complicated setup. A powerful user interface that's new to this model, and it has the color-coordinated look that we have gotten used to with Studiologic, and now it's just upgraded even further. So you have the 4 zones, 1, 2, 3, 4. You arm and disarm your MIDI zones, just like that. Level for each zone when you're setting the layers and the different patches that you want to gather together. But underneath that, something new, you now have transport controls. So when you're using this with a DAW, and it's compatible with many, Logic Pro, Ableton, several of the most popular ones, also any Mackie device as well. You can control that software straight from the instrument. So you can get away from the computer keyboard and mouse, and you can just be creative all from the keyboard. The SL88 GT is an 88 key controller, of course. There is a 73 key option you can check out if you want something a little bit more portable. But this is a pretty special instrument right now because right now, currently, the recording of this video, it is the only keyboard that has this keybed. It's a TP400 wood from Fatar, which is of course well known for creating many keybeds for keyboards around the world. But this is a really nice feel. It has wood on the inside. If you actually depress the keys, you can see that wooden design on the inside, and it's substantial. You know, it's not extremely heavy, I would say, but it has that kind of pushback that you want when you want a kind of acoustic feel. So for me, as a pianist at heart, I'm really comfortable with this action. I like it a lot, and I think a lot of you out there that started on piano, maybe now you're into composing, film scoring, you've got your own home studio, this is a great choice to have in your setup. Over to the center, we see the beautiful screen here, so clear, so easy to see. And the way you get around here is with the main encoder. So right now we're on an initial program that has all 4 zones. Of course, as I arm and disarm each one, that is the effect you have. So it's very clear, you always know what you're doing. If I go over to the right here, now I'm in the split keyboard range. And the encoder, which you can press down a couple times. Now I've got different split options for my instruments. So my favorite thing you can do is a multi-split. So it really allows you to get creative here. If I go to zone 1, I can do a split that way and set the beginning and end of the split for each zone. So for zone 3, I've got it going, say, from C4 to G6, and it's showing you on the keybed exactly where it is on the keyboard, exactly where you're splitting. So now I have a really unique split where I have zone 1 coming to about here, and then it's overlapping with 2 and 3 up the keyboard. So thinking about this when you're producing, when you're at home with whatever software instruments you have, you can create some really specific splits and layers using this. If I flip through some of the initial programs, you can see I've got tons of space to set up my own presets. So initial program 1 has just got 4 zones, but I can go through and arm and disarm and have individual zones set for all these different presets. And it gives you great visual feedback as well. I can see that this zone 1 is USB channel 1. You can see this one's DIN channel 1 because this does have MIDI in and out there. So if you really want to get deep into that, depending on what other kind of external instruments or hardware you have, what DAW you are using, it's all integrated. Here we have encoder A and B. Encoder A right now is set for master volume because You might notice on this set here, I don't have any kind of audio interface because I am using the built-in audio interface in this keyboard. And even cooler than that is I don't have any kind of DC power or IEC cable. It's being completely powered by USB-C. An 88 key controller powered just from my laptop on battery power. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty awesome. And with that built-in interface, it means like in this video right now, I don't need a lot of extra gear. I can get whatever sounds coming from my laptop straight out into front of house or into my recording console at home. To the left, again going through some blank space, but that's what's cool, it's simple. We get over to the left, we have two sticks. You have stick 1 and stick 2. Stick 1, 360 degrees. It's usually set for pitch bend. But what I like about it is that because it snaps back so quickly and it's 360 degrees, you can do some really kind of fast movements with it, Of course, both fast and slow kind of movements. So I can bend slowly and release, and it snaps right back to where it's supposed to. And right now, the up and down and left and right are both set to pitch bend, but of course you could map that to be something else. You could have the up and down release some type of open and close, some type of filter, say, and then you could have pitch bend going to the left and right. So you could be really expressive. And then stick 2 is slightly different, and it's really more like a modulation wheel. One of the most important new things about this keyboard is SL Link, which you can see here. This is the button for it. So, as I was mentioning, you can use this with many different DAWs. Right now I'm using it with Numa Player, which is SL's app. It's free to download, has their library of sounds, but SL Link will allow you to integrate with any of those softwares, and it comes ready to work with all those DAWs. Any program that will work with SL Link. And what I've heard from the guys at Studiologic is that that list is going to grow. There's going to be even more third-party apps that will be compatible with SL Link. And this being a MIDI controller, it doesn't have internal sounds, but with SL Link, it doesn't matter because you can use this essentially as a stage piano. If you have the Numa Player app, which is free, or you have any compatible app that works with SL Link, you can have the same kind of thing that you would have with a digital piano with internal sounds. And with the built-in audio interface, all you need to do is have a laptop, something that can power it through the USB-C, and you can go out into the front of house, into whatever you're doing, and turn this into a live instrument. Quick run through the I/O on this controller. Headphones, left and right output, which is when you're using the built-in audio interface, as we are right now. Pedal inputs, I'm using sustain pedal right now for pedal 1, but you have pedal 2 and 3, so you could put an expression pedal in, for instance, to be able to control different parameters on your sounds. MIDI in and out, 5-pin DIN set up there. If you have any kind of gear that needs that connection, you're set. And then, of course, power and USB-C, which I can't say enough how cool it is that that will power this whole instrument with just one cable. And that's the SL88 GT Mk2 from Studiologic. If you've got any further questions about it, you can contact your Kraft music sales advisor. They'd be happy to help you out. And don't forget to check out any bundles for this instrument so you can get some extra accessories to make it even better. I'm Jacob Dupre, and I'll see you next time.